From the East Tennessee Weather Center, here's your afternoon weather update with meteorologist Mike Witcher.
Well, thanks for checking in with your afternoon weather update. So overcast, gray skies, that's the story. That's really the only major change from what we were talking about or experiencing, I should say, first thing this morning. Got a couple extra maps to share with you here this lunch hour. But again, if you've seen the forecast, you're probably good to go for the rest of the day today. Just know that we were talking about some light rain showers as this little disturbance swings our way. And the main cold front's going to come through as we get into our Friday morning, and that's going to bring us increasing showers. But out ahead of it, a warm front's going to scoot its way on into the area, and that's what's going to help to spark off some of these light showers through the morning hours. So from now through the early afternoon, should start to see things clear as we get into the late afternoon, early evening hours before the main cold front heads our way. Here's our futurecast. Just kind of a big picture generalization of what we could see over the next 24 to 36 hours. Main cold front comes through early Friday morning. Temperatures don't drop behind this frontal boundary. We'll see some sunshine and then a little bit of a shift. So these clouds over towards Illinois, Indiana, I think will kind of drift on into the area as we get into, say, Friday night, Saturday morning. And then they'll clear on out as high pressure builds its way back in. So overcast skies, light rain moving its way through during the day today. Showers Friday morning, but clearing Friday afternoon. High pressure builds in for the upcoming weekend. That's going to make for some beautiful outdoor kind of weather. And then another shot for rain, but probably not until next Friday time frame. So the National Weather Service has issued a wind advisory. This runs until 10 o'clock on Friday morning. Picking up our timeline at the lunch hour, it's more bark than bite. You hear me say that every once in a while. It looks pretty impressive on radar, but how much is actually reaching the surface? And that's the side note. We have some very dry air in the low levels of the atmosphere, and so not expecting a whole lot of rainfall to actually make its way to the surface. More of a nuisance light rain kind of an event here for the day today. But as I mentioned, the kids coming home from school into dinner in the evening rush hour time frame, I think we're going to be dry with rain showers across the Tennessee-Kentucky border. So that could be clipping the Tennessee-Kentucky border throughout the day. Not a ton of rain expected. When you actually see what's going to precipitate and make its way to the surface, we're talking hundreds to maybe upwards of a tenth of an inch of rain. But again, it's not a huge player. Now, here comes the next storm system as we head through the overnight hours. The cold front comes through. So lunchtime temperatures have been hovering in the 40s and 50s. It's got a cooler feel to the air thanks to the cloud coverage that's in place. Anytime we have clouds, it has a chillier feel, no doubt. Forecast high temperatures will be a little bit cooler than yesterday. We were in the 60s. We'll stay in the 50s today, but that's still average to slightly above average, and that's going to make for a nice evening around town as well, between 6 and 8 o'clock. The wind picks up here tonight as the cold front approaches. The low pressure system moves on in, so it is going to be rather breezy and gusty tonight, and as we wake up first thing tomorrow morning. Rain showers increase and then fade away through the weekend. With a couple more bumps to the road as we get into next week, it doesn't look like it's going to add up to a whole lot. All right, so 7 o'clock tonight through about midnight, we're going to see a few scattered showers, but most of the activity comes through after midnight tonight into the sunrise hour, and that's going to bring us some pretty good soakers. So I think we're going to have some nice, solid, wet conditions by sunrise, but it's not totally over yet. I think this all kind of winds down between about 10 and noon on Friday. Although this model's kind of slowing everything down a little bit, still could be rather soggy by noon if this model holds true, but a lot of times these typically speed up a little bit. So I'd say as we get into the lunch hour, probably going to start to see these rain showers start to fade away. They may last through lunchtime, and then we'll see some clearing as we get into Friday evening. We're likely to pick up anywhere from about a quarter, half to upwards of 3/4 of an inch of rain. So generally speaking, I think a good solid half an inch of rainfall is looking likely, which is great because remember, we've got the extreme drought taking shape. Temperature trend, we're trending above average. Finally get out of this long, cold January pattern. And we're going to transition into more of a lovely weather pattern. See what I did there? Valentine's Day, February, love, never mind. I digress, my friends. We're talking 40s for low temperatures, 30s and 40s anyways. Highs we're going to be in the 50s and 60s, which, believe it or not, is going to be trending about 10, 15 to nearly 20 degrees above average. And if you like that kind of weather, which who doesn't love sunshine in 60s, well, it may last for a little bit longer. Climate Prediction Center has us above average for the next couple of weeks. The first 2 weeks, anyways, of February. Always check in with the interactive radar when rain is approaching or moving its way on through. Gives you past, current, and future radar of 2 hours. Always have your weather updates available on all East Tennessee weather platforms. We do update at 3 times a day with a live weather broadcast at 7 o'clock in the morning, Monday through Friday. All right, enjoy the day. Nuisance rain is on the way, or moving through, I should say. Here we go. Heavy rain tonight. Better weather for the weekend. See you soon. Plan your day with the East Tennessee Weather app. From video forecast weather updates to an interactive radar giving you past, current, and future radar of 2 hours to day part, 7 days, current conditions, access to the only 24-hour weather channel right here in East Tennessee, live weather cameras, and severe weather alerts from the National Weather Service. Download the app today to always stay in the know. This is East Tennessee Weather. Weather when you want it.